Coming up, we're going to discuss when Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will be opening, what this new version of Rivers of Light coming to Animal Kingdom this summer will be like, our thoughts on Magic Kingdom not receiving a nighttime parade for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and testing this episode's guests' knowledge on one of their favorite Disney movies. All that and more on Always Crowded Theme Park News. Before we start, I just want to say sorry if there's any audio issues or if you hear an echo, as we just got a new microphone to record these podcast episodes on. So we're still trying to figure out the kinks with it. Hopefully we can figure it out and keep trying to find ways to improve the podcast experience for you guys. Sorry for the message, but just wanted to clear some things up. So enjoy the episode. Hey everyone, welcome to the third episode of Always Crowded Theme Park News. Today's guest is a person I've gone to the parks with multiple times, and I know that loves Disney, as we're going to be talking about Disney news this week, or at least this episode for the week. Ashlyn.
Hey, it's nice to be here with you today.
Yeah, it's nice to have you. We were planning on having you later, but someone canceled, which worked out perfectly, because I feel like you might like this topic, or at least what the news this week was.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's different not being like back home in Florida, but I'm excited and ready to give my input on Disney news.
Alright, so we'll just jump right into it with Walt Disney World has now slated Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for a spring 2020 release. No further details were released as to why it has been delayed. Why do you think it was delayed? Let's just start right off the bat with that question.
I think it was delayed, and this is my personal opinion, is that I never even wanted the Great Movie Ride to close. I don't know why.
Neither did I. I love that ride.
I don't know why they decided to close it. It was a classic. I don't know why they had to wait. I'm guessing a lot of Star Wars, and they're trying to get that land up and running, because I think more people are trying to go to that park.
I think they closed it only because they felt the movies were outdated, maybe.
That too.
Because they did have, like, Casablanca, I think that's how you say it, and then some of the old ones, like, what's it called? Whatever you see at the beginning. That one where they're... Wait.
They're singing in the rain.
Did you say Singing in the Rain?
Yeah.
That's not that old. That's my favorite movie ever.
Not that old. But back to Mickey and Minnie, I'm pretty sure they're just trying to get Star Wars Land, and I think they're more focusing on the Star Wars Land than the new Mickey and Minnie ride.
I think their plan was to open it before Star Wars Land to balance out the crowds, but then they must have ran into some problem with the construction of the ride that they have to push it back. Same with the Rise of the Resistance ride, which has also been delayed for both Star Wars Land and Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
I think Disney does a lot, and they try and do a lot to please a lot of people with all the parks. Like, they're building the new Tron ride, and I'm not saying they, like, bit too much more off than they can handle, but I just feel like they're come to the point where they're just like, okay, one thing has to get pushed back, and I'm pretty sure they pushed back Mickey and Minnie Racers.
Like the right thing, they felt?
I feel like they
pushed back?
Yeah, like they knew everyone was excited for Star Wars, and having Disneyland open Star Wars.
You said they pushed it back because they had to please other people. Do you think this is the right kind of thing to push back? This one out of all of them that are coming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's new, and everyone had, like, the Tron ride's already in Shanghai, and Star Wars Land's coming out in both, so to them, I don't really think as many people were looking forward to as Mickey Minnie than Star Wars and Tron.
I think their main factor to pushing it back was, as like you just said, that they have more attractions that people might be more excited about, like Tron and Star Wars Land, like you said. I think if they did push back Tron, which they can't afford due to it opening for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, I don't think they could afford that. With that being said, Star Wars Land might have been able to take pushing it up so early so then they can have people that are coming in for like the winter crowds or maybe even for Halloween, they can open it up, so then fans will come in, maybe? I don't really know at this point.
Yeah, Disney has their ways, and they know when busy seasons are and when they're not. And I think they did the right decision on this part, but we will see.
All right, so moving on to the next news topic. Relating to Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, sources have confirmed that Magic Kingdom will unfortunately not get a new nighttime parade for the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary in 2021. While no nighttime parade is coming, sources have indicated that a new nighttime entertainment is coming for the 50th anniversary. And with that being said, they didn't say which park would get new nighttime experiences. What do you think on this?
Like, entertainment? Do they mean like...
I think they mean castle shows and maybe fireworks.
Okay, I feel like they've already had that and they change it almost every 2 or 3 years. I loved the electric parade at night. I loved it. And I felt like it would have been cool maybe to see that brought back for the 50th anniversary. But I feel like a parade more people enjoy than crowding around a castle watching holograms on a castle with fireworks. Yeah, fireworks are cool, but I feel like that's what all the parks are doing nowadays.
Would you choose a nighttime parade, a new one, or a nighttime fireworks, a brand new one?
A parade.
Parade?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I just feel like parades are more interesting, and I loved how everything was lit up, and it was a different parade than the morning parade and the afternoon parade, where I feel like there's fireworks at every single park. That always made Magic Kingdom stood out in a way of having their own nighttime parade.
Since they confirmed that Magic Kingdom will not get a new nighttime parade, but they will get new nighttime entertainment, which park do you think, other than Magic Kingdom, would get something new?
Hollywood Studios, just because they have Star Wars, and I think everything is revolving right now around Star Wars Land.
So you think it'd probably be like a Star Wars nighttime entertainment kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the third news topic, Rivers of Light. Animal Kingdom will debut Rivers of Light We Are One this summer. This show will introduce familiar animal characters from Disney nature films with classic moments from Disney animation to show our connection with animals. Do you think this is necessary?
I think Animal Kingdom is one of the parks when I was growing up that was never visited, and it was if you want a quiet day at the park, you go to Animal Kingdom. But now they just keep adding all these nighttime shows and nighttime spectaculars, and it's getting super busy just like all the other parks, which is good for Disney because it gets them more money. But I don't really think they need another nighttime show. I wasn't too hip on the river one.
Do you think this was a good move on Disney's part, replacing Rivers of Light with this new thing? A new kind of Rivers of Light?
I wasn't a huge fan of Rivers of Light, but it's still going to bring in new guests because to them it's something new that Disney just showcased, so everyone wants to see something new. Even pass holders, because they want to go experience something new at Disney World. So I think it's going to bring in a lot more people, and I think for Disney's benefit it's going to be really good. I don't know if it's going to be a good show. I would have to go see it for myself, but I'm hoping that it'd be better than River Journey.
Now, I think it's important to just point out that they said animal characters from Disney nature films will be, kind of introduced into the show. Do you think that's really necessary? Because I can't think of any Disney nature film movie I've watched because they're just not that great, no offense to Disney. And I didn't think they'd make that much money at all at the box office, so I don't know why they keep making it.
Is it like the real animals?
Yeah, because they have that new Penguins film that came out this year.
I don't know. I think it would bring a different aspect in a way, because I don't think we've ever at Disney, I could be wrong, had a nighttime show with live animals. So it might bring a different aspect to what people enjoy, because I know people just love animals. So if they're trying to appeal to people, animal lovers, then they're gonna love this.
Most of them, I think, are projections.
Okay, and I don't know then.
The show, I believe they released a picture on Disney Parks blog for this. I believe, I don't remember, but they showed like a Lion King kind of thing. So it seemed like most of the animation or bringing the characters into the show would be projected onto the boats. Do you think that's necessary? Or at least the best way to introduce the characters into the show?
No, I think if you're doing like a based on documentary, you should bring the real animal. But if Disney really wants to make money, make an Avatar nighttime show and everyone will show up.
Like kind of an Avatar theme show, or put Avatar into the Rivers of Light kind
Just make Avatar its own nighttime show, and I bet there's going to be so many more people.
Do you think they should have, instead of kind of like rebooting or making Rivers of Light better, do you think it would have been better if they just made a new kind of Rivers of Light, not Rivers of Light itself, but a new fireworks thing on the water with all the rides they have into one, like Avatar, and then the Expedition Everest, and then Dinosaur, just kind of all rolled into one with animals?
That'd be really cool. I would watch that. I'd watch that.
Do you think they should have done something, though?
Yeah, I don't think as many people enjoyed it, and I think that's why they're changing it, because it hasn't been that long since they introduced it. So I don't think it was a hit to many people, so I think they're going to try something new, and I personally don't think the documentary animals are going to change that, because as you said, I've never even seen one of the documentaries and didn't really think they were that interesting. So I think in a way they're not appealing to their audience. I could be wrong, but if you brought Avatar, Dinosaur, Expedition Everest all into one show, there would be people there.
Alright, so going on to our last Disney news topic for the week. According to Boardwalk Times, the movie Song of the South will not be included on Disney Plus, the streaming service. Not only that, the Jim Crow scene in Dumbo will be edited out for the Dumbo release on the Disney Plus streaming service. How do you feel about this?
Seeing as I haven't seen Dumbo yet, which I'm really sad about, I think there's so many, okay, now I don't want to sound political at all, but there's just so many ways that this could have gone, and I understand that it can be violent with the Jim Crow scene, but this did happen in our history, and I feel like people should know about it. That I don't think Disney was trying to offend anyone by adding it in. They were just telling the truth of actual history, what happened back then.
Do you think Disney should have put Song of the South on there and included the Jim Crow scene?
I feel like everyone thinks Disney's all happy-go-lucky and probably got really offended when they saw it because they weren't expecting it from a Disney film. But I do believe that Disney did the right thing by adding it, and I guess there was that many complaints that they had to take it out, and I haven't heard the song, so I can't really say, like, oh, they should not, or they should, but I just feel like this did happen in history. It's in our history books that we learn about in school. You can't hide it from children for that much longer until they learn about it in school.
Do you think Disney could possibly put this on the Disney Plus streaming service in the coming future if fans, like, demand it? Even though I don't think fans will demand it, do you think they still could, though?
I think they would. I think they would change it because they already wrote the song and they already used it. I feel like Disney would want that to be on the streaming service. But
like to get better, kind of, with more movies, maybe? I don't really know.
I don't think they want to make their fans mad. So I think they're going to appeal to them in any certain way because it's a business. But I don't think Disney was trying to do any harm with the scene or the song.
Okay, so I think we're going to end it here for the news, at least topic this week. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to play a game. How does that sound?
I'm excited. Let's do it.